Greetings and welcome to another Transformers Age of the Prime Alpha Magnus Alpha Trion thing. Hey, so you may be wondering, Alpha and Alpha, that's weird. Yeah, so the whole reason that this channel exists, well, the name of the channel exists, is because of this guy. So, eons ago, the show Robots in Disguise 2001 / Car Robots 2000 came out, and I love Transformers to begin with, but this show rekindled my love for it, and in it there was a character called Omega Prime, and Omega Prime was Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus put together. It was peanut butter and jelly, it was peanut butter and chocolate, it was peanut butter and a lot of things. I loved it, but I came up with like my own mythos for it, and I was going to make a comic book years ago, never got around to it. But essentially, Scourge in that universe finds Nemesis Prime and actually merges with him after being defeated, and comes back and kills Omega Prime. Alpha Trion shows up from another dimension and saves them, rebuilds them, and calls them Alpha Magnus. That was the idea. I edgelorded the hell out of this idea. And the idea was also then changed because of the, what do you call it? Because of the, I'm trying to think of what that name is. Covenant of Primus, which, hey, he has in his hands. That came out and then said he is the scribe of the things. He writes down everything in history, Transformers-wise. Where Vector Prime kind of took over the spot of the guy who jumps from universe to universe. But there was a comic beforehand that had Alpha Trion doing that and collecting all the primes. It's all mishmash. It's all crap. It's all fan fiction at this point. So let's just take a look at Age of the Primes, Alpha Trion. I do have the other Alpha Trion somewhere in my basement, wherever that is. But this one is supposed to be the slightly younger version, where he's got a mustache instead of the full-on goatee. And then there is, of course, a prior version to that where he's just, I think just called A3. Before he just calls himself Alpha Trion. It's all entangled in itself, this mythos that doesn't always make sense, but it don't have to. And the whole reason that I wanted this figure was for the accessories. But I figure having two versions of Alpha Trion ain't gonna hurt me. This leg is extremely tight. Wow, this one not so much. Let's see what we got here. I mentioned this on previous videos. I don't like it when you have to have tools to get a stupid figure out. And they're getting real nasty with how the tightness is on some of these. He is real tight. So this is the first time they've ever used this mold, of course. But I do think I prefer that other version's bot mode better, so maybe he'll be in alt mode the whole time. Let's drop this down so that you can actually see. He does have this lovely shield that clips on right here. That doesn't clip on right there. So do you have to do that? It's just loose. This is terrible. I think. Yeah, that's awful. Let's see if this side's better. I might have gotten like a misfire or something. No, that's awful. That is crap. Already thumbs down. The fact that they forced us to get this instead of just having the other one re-released or whatever is a little annoying, because this is the only way to get the quill and the book, which, guess what? I'm not seeing a book here. Oh, it's because it's up here. They actually didn't put it with the accessories. I was going to be real pissed if I didn't get that book, because that was like 50% of why I purchased this from. I got this from Hasbro Pulse. I normally try to wait for like a place that goes on sale, like Target or something. But for whatever reason, he just never showed up at Target. I found just about everybody else except for him. All right. Got the usual articulation scheme of a Transformer, which is usually better than some action figures. I'm not going to lie, this is kind of pissing me off. Because those are just, I could tell they're different size. It's awful. So it looks like that can also go on his back, so we're going to try to do that. Oh, okay. Well, let's take a look. Maybe this is different. Ew, that's like a super gross. I don't like it when they do these really long ones, 'cause that's what ends up happening. How? Whatever. This is like unmanageable here. Luckily, I don't think I'm going to need the instructions too much for this. So this folds up, goes underneath here. Somewhere. No, that's got to go up. Ta-da. And then if you want, you can also twist this out. That changed nothing. What did that do? Yeah, it does not fit on here, guys. I don't know what you're smoking, but like you can literally see the gap. Whatever, we'll get some stick tack or something if you really want it. But that is a fail. This is just turning to a really bad review. You can also, I forgot, pop this stupid thing off because it happens in one scene in the show where I think he decides to be an Autobot or something. I don't. Here we go again. Because a small child's supposed to be able to do that. I mean, let's be honest, these ones not really meant for kids. But you could do it, and we'll never do that again. Those gimmicky things really bug me. All right, looks like he's got a couple of extra pieces that can pop off and do things here. What the frick? I don't know what this piece is. I feel like I'm already missing a piece. I think these are supposed to, I thought these were supposed to go up here. There. Because it shows an additional piece, and I don't know what that's for. There's nothing in here. What is that? Oh, it's the Autobot symbol coming out and putting it. Whatever. I'm not doing that. And then, of course, the quill, which allows him to scribe the Autobot existence into the Transformer, I guess, history into the existence. Then here's his book, his little booklet. It does have some writing in it. Probably says something goofy in Transformerian. Cybertronian. And then there's the picture of Primus, I think, with an audio cassette version. So I'm a little annoyed. I would like an additional one of these, because I do have a custom, but just putting it with this figure just bothers me. All right, let's put this here, and then he can, I mean, I'd heard this. This is terrible. Terrible! So he has to hold it upside down. That's a super cool way to hold a book. And there you go. Him not having wrist swivels completely defeats the purpose of this whole writing thing. Bad figure. I don't run into too many that annoy me this much. This one is really getting on my nerves, though. Like, I feel like the fact that this costs more also bothers me. Like, just... Alright. And this is easily the worst. What are we doing here, guys? What is this? Why is this so terrible? I don't think I've had one do this in a long time, if ever. That was awful. And it's still pretty bent up, but at least I can kind of read it. Woof. That's all I gotta say. So it looks like this folds back. Sure. Out. And down. And down. And it looks like these. I don't know what's gonna, oh, these go out this way. That's why. Looking at the back. Trion got back. This flips up. And then down to cover his face. All right. I feel like they could have just used the Cyclonus mold that they already had to accomplish this. Maybe this was just a separate Cyclonus mold that was already made or something, and they just decided, let's just do this, because it does feel very Cyclone-y. I won't say this figure's trash, but a lot of my problems are, it's like they didn't test this. They didn't send this in. This just got a one-time run through, and they're like, all right, that's good enough. Thanks, guys. It doesn't feel like they went through a second swing at this. Gross. I don't know. Gross is kind of how I'm feeling about it. All right. That folds down. This is supposed to snap in somewhere. Maybe this. Oh, okay. It goes like that. All right. I don't think that's right. Oh, that's the stupid, this thing. There. Sure. And then this twists around. These twist up. And this twists down. Those go all the way down here. So yeah, this has to twist up. That they don't really explain that either. So this part actually goes all the way down. this is definitely out, but it doesn't feel like this comes down. It's got things blocking it from going down. Just an interesting choice. Okay. Yeah, they did one run on this and said, all right, we're good. Get this thing out there and sell this to these schlubs. They'll buy anything. And guess what? I did buy this. All right, sure. My other huge pet peeve is parts that crack, that pop off of these are getting real cheap when it comes to designing. Wow, half of this does not tab in. Don't like that. Let's go down. If you like this figure, please let me know why. Because I am not a fan. So it looks like that. Goes here. And then this piece that didn't lock in before doesn't really lock in there either. Ugh, just everything about this just feels gross. Let's get that in there. It's like this goes on top, okay. But like he doesn't, it feels like he's like bent right here in the middle. I was hoping that would lock it up, but it doesn't. This part goes up here. That's locking together better, so that's good. Better than the front part. And see, having parts that pop off, that doesn't help the transformation. It doesn't lock everything down. It just makes it so that instead of maybe a tight fit, is now just a loose floppy fit. So this is fine today, but in a year or two, this is going to be terrible. I do like the alt mode, so that's something. I already lost the quill, so that's cool. I'm honestly just buying this for the accessories, as sad as that is, because I want to have all of their accessories. I think I managed to grab all of the Prime Masters, I think that's what they were called, from the previous line, one of the previous lines. So I will be trying to find those to put them with these guys. There's the quill. But geez, this is... I do like that fits on there. I mean, it fits pretty good. There's a 3 Alpha Trion from that one episode. I do like this. This alt mode is probably better than the figure is. So let's just be honest. I like the other Alpha Trion much better, but this is actually a pretty decent alt mode for a Cybertronian dude. That not fitting just set me off. So I apologize for that. But we finally did it. I think I'm going to leave him in alt mode for now because I really don't need him for any other specific reason aside from the quill and that. So I paid a bunch of money for dumb stuff. Don't be stupid like me. Be smart with your money. That being said, I will be at TFCon Chicago. This probably won't go up before that. But if I saw you there, hey, cool. I'm Alpha Magnus. That's a toy.